Hi. Today, I've decided to play some Hardspace Shipbreaker. I love this game to bits. I bought it when it just came out, but back then it was just a simple game with only a few ships to cut. And like a couple of days ago, like I think even a Wednesday, they released the 4.0 update that changes a bit the starting section of the game, the tutorial and whatnot. Gives it a little bit of story as well. So I thought this would be as good a time as ever to try it out. So, without further ado, I'll go with the standard mode. My old save, I think, got deleted. So, you can just open shift. So, in this mode, you don't have a timer for your cuts, and you don't have oxygen, so you can just relax, you can just cut all your ships to perfection. With standard mode, you have unlimited lives, but you do have that oxygen meter and a timer for your shift. So, let's go with that. There are also some other modes, but yeah, I can't pick them because I need to rank 4 in any of the previous ones. Humankind has industrialized much of the solar system. Earth has deteriorated into a place of squalor and decay. In orbit, a new breed of worker has emerged, the Shipbreaker. The labor is extremely dangerous, but for a select few, the hazard pay is worth the risk. And I am one of those select few. So, there we are, in a cramped apartment. Shipbreaker application paved the way to the Galaxy program. I didn't have a chance to mess with the settings, so I apologize if the audio is a bit loud. There was no settings menu in the menu. Oh, my application status. Congratulations on acceptance, and the links paved the way to the Galaxy program. Above average exceptional physical and cognitive ability. Salvage Station 42, designation Morrigan. Okay. Name. Revival package standard. Voice ID verification. I'll go with the first one. Orientation preferences, standard, meal preferences, chicken. Agree to each statement. I have no criminal record. I am not a member of a workers' union. I have completed my annual medical exam. I have no commercial or real estate interest on Luna, in the asteroid belt, or in the nation state of Arizona. I will bring a positive attitude and problem-solving mindset to work every day. I understand and accept the health risk associated with long-term exposure to Van der Waals field. And I will vote for Chancellor Chun Zhang in the Pan-American Senate election. Yikes. I don't need to read all this. I just certify. There we go. We are now officially a certified scholar. So let's relax with this little cutscene. Yeah, I'll try to get into the options as soon as possible to mute the game a little bit. That's a lot of trash.
Each day he steps into the yard to earn his wages working hard. I pray to the stars and heaven above to return my daddy to those he loves. If there comes a time when he and death meet, bless the next cutter that takes his seat.
good. Soon enough, that'll be me. Can't wait. Can't wait. Welcome to Morgan Station.
9346-52. Your automated Lynx onboarding experience will now begin. Please observe this important message. Space, boundless promise, limitless resources, a brighter future. It's here that hard workers like you, the backbone of civilization, will help us pave the way to the galaxy.
This stinks.
I'm Calicia Rye Paulson, president of Lynx Corporation Salvage Division. When my great-great-grandfather Exeter founded Lynx, he foresaw a remarkable opportunity among the stars. His vision eventually brought us the railgates. Now spanning all the way to Jupiter, these are the veins connecting all of modern civilization, and the people flowing through them are its lifeblood. The railgates reinvigorated humanity and are key to our continued progress. You have been selected from among thousands of candidates to join the Lynx family. This is more than just a job. It's an opportunity to be part of the largest, most successful, and most pioneering company in human history.
Yeah.
Your dream may be to forge your own destiny one day. Well, work hard, heed your superiors, believe in the Lynx vision. Do this, and you too will get your chance. Your first step is to join our EverWork program. The greatest gift we give our employees, turning death into an ongoing opportunity for learning and growth. With Lynx, death is a fresh start. Good luck.
Okay, this doesn't sound too nice, but...
Video observation complete. To finalize onboarding, your genetic sequence will now be extracted for use with the Lynx EverWork Asset Replacement Program. Don't worry, pain levels during extraction are largely tolerable. Please note, as outlined in Section 31 of your employment agreement, the process of genetic extraction will destroy your original body. Beginning extraction now.
Couldn't they have, like, stated me first? Shit.
Extraction analysis and backup complete. Thank you. Beginning spare generation.
Cutting costs whenever possible, right? It's now safe to die. Shipbreakers are responsible for the cost of biomaterials used in the EverWork process. An additional fee is required for those that occur outside working hours. You may now proceed with salvage training. Oh my. That sucked, but oh, for God's sake. Display of fees report costs me. Get out of here. Yay! So, yeah, we start out in being in debt. Which sucks. We are in debt for, you can't see, but I'm covering it. Citizen report check, medical analysis, transportation to worksite, seat selection fee, Kessler passage toll, luggage handling, including gratuity, automated onboarding procedure, lifeguard generic backup storage, biomaterial refrigeration, equipment setup, equipment security deposit, and all of these other things. Yeah, totaling a buttload of money. Oh well, they own me now. Quite literally, they just killed me and cloned me. Well, that sucks. I'm company property, but at least the work's fun, right? Let's hope.
Alright, breathe. Breathe. You're okay. Everything's gonna be just fine. There you go. Plenty of folks feel a bit woozy with their first spare. Anyway, welcome aboard. The name's Weaver. I'm the foreman for yourself and a couple of the other shipbreakers in this region. This here's Morgan Station. She may not look like much right now, but once we boot her up, she'll purr like a kitten. Alright, let's test out your orientation control. Do me a favor and look up at that cargo elevator up above. That's it. So that's where all the salvage gets collected to be picked up by the transfer crew. Just in case you ever turn yourself out of whack, use your roll thrusters to reorient.
That's what I wanted.
Alright, now let's get you flying. Activating your thruster controls now. Try moving around.
Oh yeah, and in space, there's nothing to hold me in place. If I move left, I continue moving left infinitely. That's fun.
Looks good. Now to finalize these movement checks, I need you to fly to these waypoints.
There's a waypoint. Oh, but if I press both Q and D, then I brake. My suit has an automated system for braking. That's great.
Used to be a cutter myself, you know. Till there were some complications with my last revive. Those were early days in the tech, though, so never you mind about that. Oh, almost forgot about the most important thing. Brakes. Get yourself going at a decent clip, and then test them out, why don't you?
Is he an AI now?
Alright. Looks like the bay here was left
They
in a bit of
failed
a
to
mess.
clone him so bad.
We're gonna clean this scrap up. Gonna activate the furnaces. Now. Dang thing. Would you just...
I'm guessing Weaver's gonna be our only
There
friend.
you go. So these furnaces are used to melt down soft metals. Should go without saying that these things are as hot as all get out. So try not to drift into them by accident. Okay, let's get a handle on your grapple tool. This fella here is a shipbreaker's bread and butter. This is how we move salvage around. Activate the beam and hold it to grab an object and move it around. If it's not too heavy, give it a go and move one of these pieces into either furnace. So when you're holding an object with the grapple, you can retract the beam. This will pull a light object to you. If it's heavier than you, it'll pull you towards it.
There we go. Some aluminum.
Nice job
Grapple
cleaning up
reel.
all that soft metal
I can
scrap,
pull it
Cutter.
towards me.
Let's move on to the bigger nanocarbon chunks now, shall we?
Thankfully the furnaces
You may have
are
already noticed that
quite
these are too
forgiving,
heavy to move
because
with
they
your
have these
grapple.
large openings.
I'm enabling your scanners so we can check out their structural makeup.
Oh, and I can finally go into the options, so I'll quickly turn that down to medium, just to be safe, and I'll turn down the master volume to like 50%. Fine. Save. There we go.
Go ahead and boot it up.
Scanner.
This mode of your scanner lets you assess an object's structure. What I want you to focus on right now are these cut points.
Yep, that's a cut point.
Alright.
Easily distinguishable by its yellow paint.
To get you cutting. You have quick access to all your tools through your HUD.
This is
Just
glitchy.
open up the tool selector and choose the cutting tool. Your cutting tool has two modes.
Cutter.
The first one is the stinger. It's designed for precision vaporization of cut points like this. You ready to perform some zero-G surgery, Cutter? Well, let's split this scrap so it's light enough to move.
Oh wait. Okay. And now I can just heat it up, and it's gonna melt,
That's how you do it.
and it disintegrates.
Let me boot up the processor so you can salvage these. Do me a favor and look towards one of them there, so I can see if they activate right. Yeah, perfect. Wish me luck here, Cutter. Me and technology ain't always the best of friends.
Yeah, so you have the furnaces,
Hey,
and you have
alright,
the
we're in business.
disassemblers.
Now swap over to your grapple and toss one of them pieces you separated right in there.
The processor. And so into the processor go a little bit more complicated pieces, a little more valuable pieces like these nanocarbon panels, and just simple metals go into the furnace. Oh, but this is heavy. You can see, need to push it quite a lot to get it moving. There we go. All done. It should go in. These suck you in as well if you come too close, so I don't want to do that.
Let's go after that large aluminum chunk over there.
This one.
Now this beast is way too heavy to move as is. It's also too dense for your stinger to break it down, and there are no structural cut points for us to take advantage of.
It's gonna teach me
We're gonna
about the
have to switch
tethers?
over
No.
to the split saw mode of your cutting tool and start slicing this thing down to size. Go ahead and switch cut modes now. Now try changing the angle of the cut. We're in business.
There we go.
I've
Now we can
unlocked
cut.
the trigger on your cutting tool. It'll split that big chunk clean in two. Go ahead and give her a whirl.
Oh,
I'm gonna
you see
turn on
these
your
lines?
salvage indicator so you can track how much work is left to do. This thing will track how much you've salvaged and how much you've lost. For now, let's try and hit that first goal marker. And that's what it's all about,
Well,
Cutter.
I can
The
just
more
cut it
salvage goals you
into two
complete,
pieces. I'll
the
cut it into
closer you'll
3
get
so
to
they're
getting your
more
certification
maneuverable.
and waking up.
Switch to the grapple. Yeah, it's still super heavy, but at least now it's movable. It's also pretty warped. But yeah, at least I can move it now. Just push it a couple of times, give it some momentum, and it's gonna go nicely into the furnace.
Deposit accepted.
And with this one, oh, it's enough already, actually.
Great first shift in the yard, Cutter. Let's head on over to your hab, and I'll show you the ropes there. Now fly on over back to the master jack.
This
I'll
thing
put
over
a
here.
marker on it so you can find it easy. When you get there,
I can't
head
even
on
grab
in,
my grapple.
and we'll get
Oh,
started.
I have my grapple.
Great first shift in the
And if I
yard,
grapple
Cutter.
onto anything,
Let's head on over
and
to
it's
your
super
hab,
heavy, then I
and
can
I'll show
reel
you the
into
ropes
it.
there.
And it gives me a lot of speed, but I can smash into things.
I'll put a marker on it so you can find it easy. When you get there, head on in, and we'll get started.
So let's go into the habitation unit. And my shift, yep. It's only the tutorial, so... Yeah, and already I made 400,000 credits. Don't know how much are these credits worth, but... For my certification review, I just ranked up.
Cutter, you're already on your way up. Head on into your hab, and we'll check things out.
Basic certification. So we unlocked a few upgrades. And a Ship Class 1 certification. Because we passed the tutorial.
Welcome to your new home, Cutter. Has everything you need. This is officially called a ready-made long-term employee habitation something or other. But around here, we just call it your hab. Okay, let's have a look at your employee terminal. Now let's get caught up on career progression and certification. I've sent you a message with an explanation now. Go on and give it a read.
This is bullshit, by the way. I don't want to pay for not reading my mail. So I'm trying to press E to continue. There we go.
Clear as mud?
Oh, mail.
Don't worry. I'm here to walk you through the process, and soon enough I'm going to introduce you to some of the other shipbreakers. Most of them are willing to help you out, too. Alright, let's start a new shift and pick your first ship to work on.
So, upgrades and all that, certification levels, there are 30 of them. Structure mode is pre-installed on every optical cross-spectrum scanner. Yeah, it's gonna show me the weak points for every ship. Financial relief program, huh? Oh. You mean all that stuff that I have to pay for now? Yeah, thanks. Salvage goals. And evening cutter. Clearing you for some proper ships, mackerel class, light cargo, and station hoppers. So, basic ships, and pretty small. Give me a second, it's OBS is popping something up. And I'm worried things might be bad. I don't know, I hope everything's okay. I might have to turn down the graphics a little bit more. Oh, and there's a picture of a basic mackerel. So, can I hop into options from here? No, I cannot. So, let's start another shift. View ship catalog.
This is the catalog that shows you which ships you have access to from the shipyard. Every day, you can choose to continue working on the ship you've got, or start a fresh one. Go ahead and pick one, anyone, and we'll get to work.
So, you can see the total value of the ships and their total mass. So, station hoppers, light cargo. Light cargo is worth a little bit more. It's got a little bit more resources. So, let's go with that. Yep, it'll clear salvage bay. Let's go. Boot it up. And get to cutting. First, yeah, let me hop into the options again. The video options are pretty basic, so no effect options, and that might impact some stuff. I might turn it down to low, just to be safe.
You'll hit your certs faster than
oh, and now the game's ugly.
Start knocking out that debt of yours. I'll be observing and giving you any help if you need it. Good luck, Cutter. Weaver out.
Yeah, using the whole buffalo, huh? No biggie. Is the hammered light on 5? Okay. I'm sure that's gonna be useful. So, now this is a real ship that we have before our eyes. The door is missing. I remember that previously you could wait. Just let me check in the controls. Key mapping. Yes. Brake. Look up, down. Weird. Previously you were able to. You were able to hold on with your hands. Maybe I'm doing something not right. Miscellaneous. There it is. Right hand grab and left hand grab. Yeah, you can still do it. So I can hold out my hands and they just stick to surfaces. And with those I can just hop around, and I see there's a lot more trash everywhere. Previously the ships were pretty empty, but let's cut it open. So I'm gonna start with these cutting points. Just melt them open, and there I'm gonna let go of the panels. So you can see there's some nanocarbon on the panel, but the panel itself is mostly just aluminum. So we're gonna throw it in one piece into the furnace, even though some of it should go into the processor. But it's not a big deal. Get you down. Ooh, she's big and heavy, alright. She's gonna fit. Yeah, got a few more of those. Same with the floor. And the ship's gonna soon separate into two pieces. Can I just swap, like... Yeah, I can. With 1 and 2. No need to go into the menu every time.
Look intimidating to scrap at first, but trust me, soon enough you'll be stripping the huge Gecko-class freighters like they're nothing. Got my start salvaging back down Earthside in the droid scrapping business. You know what made me come up here? Well, one day we got a batch of this particular model in. One of them kinds with synthetic skin and everything.
Oh, wow.
We almost never saw people looking ones like that. They were always too expensive to manufacture. Seems someone found a warehouse full of them, mothballed for, 20 years or so, since the AI ban took effect. Probably bought the whole lot for pennies, thinking they could turn a tidy profit with the salvage.
So...
No word of a lie. These things look exactly like
yeah,
mine.
seeing human-like AIs, well, androids, could be spooky.
Now, Jed and I wasn't exactly pals or nothing. All the same, I couldn't bring myself to start smashing that dopey face. And that's when I looked into getting on with Linda. Tell you what, it's a sight better to cut up something that doesn't look like a family relation. Anyway,
I'd imagine.
I'm running on. I'll clear the channel. Holler if there's anything giving you grief up there, Cutter.
Okay, so this whole thing is nanocarbon. So unlike the ceiling, the floor is 100% nanocarbon. Except for a little piece in there, I think? No, it still is going to the processor. Well, let's pop it in. There we go. Should fit nicely.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Got these beauties. Oh, she'll pop right off. There we go. I wonder about the small garbage. I'll check in a second, because below me there is a barge for things that aren't scrap, like medkits or even reactors and stuff. I don't think it's active, actually. I think it's supposed to have like a grid on it. Yeah, and I can't even grab the garbage, so it's just that. Yeah, she's pretty empty. I think there should be like a reactor somewhere in here. Can I just rip the thruster cap right off? So where's my oxygen meter? Or do I not have it yet? Yeah, the game's pretty choppy. I'm really not sure why. Oh, it has these little things holding it in, or I can rip it off. There we go. Straight to the processor with you. And some things can actually break, because not everything is just a metal plate. Some things are more complicated than that. But now we can just go through here. And let's see. Can I melt those? And is anything bad gonna happen structurally? And also, good thing the ship isn't pressurized. If the ship is pressurized, if you open it up, it's gonna explode. Well, not explode, but you know what I mean. All the stuff is gonna fly right out. And we don't want that happening. Those cut points. There you go, whole panel coming off. And straight to the processor with you. So the floor is mostly gone now. There you go.
Valuable objects processed. Credits awarded.
The ceiling piece as well. The cut points aren't very valuable, so even though I'm destroying them, they don't really mean a whole lot of loss for me. Remember to orient yourself. In space, there is no up or down, it's all relative. That's what I find fun about it. Okay, so this aluminum panel is not coming off too easily, I don't think. But, now that that's free, titanium structure piece, we can lift it out of the ceiling. All nice and dandy. And shoot it in there. There you go.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Credits deposited. So now I can go inside here and melt these side panels off. Oh, I also have to watch my cutter temperature down in lower right. You're coming off nicely. I can also push these panels with my body. The whole thing is just nanocarbon, huh? Might have to cut them open. Not everything is connected by cut points, unfortunately. Sometimes you do have to make a decision of where to cut. And watch you don't accidentally heat up a fuel line. See, my cutter almost overheated. I still can't push it out. Is there anything holding it in? Oh, I might know what. Oh, missed one. Now she popped off. There you go. See, I can just push it with my thrusters. I'm just moving left, and it's heavy, alright? It weighs over a ton, you can see. It shows you the total weight of the stuff, and then in the square brackets you see the weight of the exact piece you're aiming at. So let's just throw this whole piece in there. Thankfully it's movable. I didn't have to cut it up. And yeah, this middle piece is being held by these cut points.
Processing valuable objects.
So this should go to the furnace. Oh, wait a minute. These are uneven, which would mean that they should come right off. And indeed they do. And they are even heavier than that front piece. Oh. Get on with it. Just straight into the processor. Or disassembly. There you go. do. Well, let me quickly check. Is there an FPS limit anywhere? No, the video settings are really basic. Well,
Valuable object.
might go with that one to the devs, honestly. Because video settings are important, you know? So your game is more accessible. So I apologize if the quality is not up to par. I hope this is at least watchable. This is a pretty chill game. It's pretty fun, to be honest. If you like this kind of stuff, I enjoy it. You know, just cutting up ships. It's relaxing, just floating around in space.
Rewards increasing.
And yeah, with a certain quota met, we have more rewards. And that means more money. And we need all that money to pay our debt to the Lynx Corporation. Let's get you in the processor. Ooh, that one weighs almost 2 tons. Okay, should go in. So, time for the other side.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Let's start our review. And cut anything that's marked in yellow. Separate these panels. This one's already coming off. Off with you. One weighing 2 tons as well. I'm just pushing them to get them moving a little bit faster. Yeah, these little extrusions weigh a whole lot. But it's fine. A few more pushes and it'll be in. So let's go back to cutting. These are a little bit lighter.
Object accepted for processing.
Just cut off the cut points. Nothing up.
Salvage gained. Credits awarded.
Oh, we reached salvage goal 2, which is nice. Now there's other range, but this panel right to my left should be separated. Yep, it's fairly light as well. What do I do about the door? Because you see this is aluminum, and if I put it in the processor, it's gonna be wasted money. And well, oh, wrong tool. It's not too important to just get 100% of every ship. It's not possible actually. I don't think, but yeah, it's good to just salvage as much as you can. You really don't have to worry about all the scraps. I think that's separated yet. These cassette cassettes. I think that's a cassette. Looks like a funky cassette. Could imagine they would use something more sophisticated in space. But then cassettes are kind of reliable, aren't they? And cassettes are used to this day in prisons. Some of the new song releases are actually made onto cassettes for that single reason. So that prisoners can listen to cassette players. These cassettes are way safer, I think. So at least in American prisons, everything must be transparent, so you don't hide a shank in anything or something. And yeah, cassettes are easily made transparent, and you can't really strangle anyone with cassette tape. I don't think. I don't think it's the most sturdy material out there. There you go. Off with you. Just go in. Yeah, I don't have a timer yet, which is good. that's one piece. Are you separated yet? Oh, it's a whole front. Okay, let's cut you open. I'll cut you loose. actually. And do you come off? 2.5 tons this time. Yeah, it does come off. Okay. It's all nanocarbon. Okay, let's see. Is 2.5 tons my limit? Oh, I don't have tethers yet. Well, that sucks. I could go into the hub to level up right now, but I'll wait for it a little bit. I just want to get the ship done, so I don't have to come back for it. Off you go. Yeah, he needs a few more pushes. Come on. 2.5 tons, no problem in 0G. Eventually she'll get there. So, what else do I rip out? These little things are aluminum, but these little dark sticking out pieces are nanocarbon. But I only need 27 kilos each, so
Accepted for processing.
I could just throw this whole thing into the furnace as it is. But there's still this piece, the cockpit, and I can't quite rip it out yet. I have to separate it via the cut points, and now it should be loose. Yes, it is. It is loose. You can tell by the different weights of it. So now I can switch to the cutting mode and split it like so, and the two pieces will separate. They are still connected by this little bugger here, or yeah, this little piece right there. Let's cut you open. And they are still connected by this one up here. My bad. But now they should be separate, or I messed it up. Yeah, they're connected through this whole way over here, so I actually can cut off the corner like this. And it should be loose in a second. If I'm not mistaken. I mean, it's already kind of coming apart. Yeah, the cockpit is, but it's still connected somewhere. Like the two halves. Maybe back... Yeah, I forgot this piece. I forgot this little part. Hey, Dave. I haven't seen it before. How are you?
Material deposit.
So these whole parts can go into the furnace. Easy does it. And then just the cockpit left. I remember there was a special way to cut up the cockpit, because it's a mixture of nanocarbon and aluminum or titanium. We'll see about it in a second. Let's get these all walls into the furnaces. This one should go in. Get sucked in.
Deposit accepted.
Let's get you in. Okay, and now the cockpit. And yeah, the front piece is made out of nanocarbon. So, I remember that I did it like this. I cut the walls here. Don't need to be too accurate, but I cut them. Yeah, the angle really matters. Like so, and this wall isn't loose yet, but after I cut open the ceiling and the floor, and then the little metal bars holding it in together, it should work. Like this little piece down there, and this piece up here. They should separate. Yep, that's what's fun about it. But I remember doing it like this. Separating the fronts from the backs. Yep, this pops right off. This goes into the furnace. It's pretty light, so it'll go quickly. I don't like it when they spin like that.
Raw material process.
Because I gotta separate, yeah, this whole processor panel from the walls. Let's see. So still gotta do front. Four cuts. When I pull the walls out, this should be it. They're still being held by something, by these. In the corner. And, moment of truth, they are not separated. Oh. Yeah, and now I separate the walls from the ceilings by making a few more cuts. And then they should be loose. What glowy bit? I don't see a glowy bit. Is there a glowy bit in here? Oh, I could actually stinger the whole rod. And it will let go. It's a little bit of a waste. But yeah, it will let go of the things. And yep, it popped off. Weighs less. Thanks for that. So now I pull them out. Or at least I pull out the ceilings and the floors.
Raw material
Yep, this one's light as well. Into the furnace with you. But the floors aren't separated yet. Gotta stinger those. Is there another one? Yep. Yep, Risk of Rain is a whole lot of fun. I'm only missing 3 achievements, and actually tomorrow is Risk of Rain Day on my stream. So yeah, if you'd like, you could watch me 100% the game, and then we'll see. I'll either do some challenges, or eventually I'll move on to other games. Still figuring things out, but I've been having lots of fun with Risk of Rain. I accidentally grabbed the whole scrapyard and pushed myself away from it. So yeah, getting rid of the aluminum panels, and the rest of it should be able to go into the processor. Just in one piece.
deposit accepted.
Yeah, it's getting pretty light. So now it's starting to float a bit. Put you in there. Yeah. So all of this into the processor, the glass to the furnace, but the glass only weighs like 100 kilos, so yeah, just do the processor with you. And there we go. That's a whole ship. Skinned. Butterflied. Stuffed. No, well, not stuffed. De-stuffed, actually. And when that goes in, I'll hop into the hub.
Valuable
There you
object
go.
Volteh.
Yeah, some of it got lost. Oh, I'm actually upside down. The wonders of space. You'd never know where you're upside down. Okay, I reel myself into there. But be careful to not smash into it. And that's in the shift. I'd say this went pretty well. Yeah, some nanocarbon, some glass got destroyed, some structure. But overall, yeah, we did well. One thruster cup was 40,000.
New certification level attained.
Now I'm a recruit.
Level increased.
Yep, Shipbreaker has 2 certification. So, what does that mean? So, for every milestone reached during a repair, I get, like for the first one, a Links token. I'm guessing that's for upgrades. Then another Links token, and then 3 Links tokens, and a repair kit for my gear. Because I do actually have to repair my gear, if I remember correctly. And mastery points. This is all pretty new to me. I last played the game like a year ago when it came out. Or something, and
Good, Cutter. Now
yeah.
go ahead and pick another ship.
2 messages. Hazard's fire. Yeah, fuel. I remember you have to separate the fuel lines first. Well, shut them off. Clean, well, drain the pipes and... The Links kiosk. One-stop shop for all your shipbreaking needs. So, oxygen tanks, Nova fuel thruster refills, repair kits, patch kits, and tether cartridges. 1.7% employee discount, Tuesdays only. Genuine patch kits manufactured in Damascus, Earth, not to be confused with Damas Craft patch kits from Phobos. Yeah, okay. So, certification, rank 3, recruit. Gonna make myself... gonna work up to rank 30, eventually. But still no upgrades. Oh, can I get stickers? I can get stickers. Don't. Okay. Can I actually put them on my gear and stuff? That'd be fun. So, let's start a shift. Review the catalog. Sometimes the buttons aren't working, like I'm pressing Q and R, but it doesn't work, but if I actually click on it, then it works. So, a few more macros. This one's worth a lot more than the others, so let's grab it. Yeah, they're gonna clean the whole bay and give us a new ship. So, I still don't see my oxygen meter
Hold up a
anywhere.
second there, Cutter. Because you've increased your rank, we're gonna give you the next greatest ship. Now this one will be full of machinery, electronics, furniture.
Oh, and they're gonna...
that Links can collect and resell.
Yep,
You're gonna want to toss those.
they're gonna enable the barge for
on
me
the
now.
barge. That's the big green thing below you. Go ahead, have a look.
Yep.
Toss any valuable objects or components down there. Now don't worry about breaking anything. There's a dampening field that'll catch everything. It works great. Most of the time.
Most of the
Let's give it a
time.
go.
So the barges, well, the nacelles go to the barge. They can easily be cut off. Just one cut point. And we have ourselves a nacelle that can, I think, get broken or even explode. You can see the little squares there. 2 reds and then 3 yellows. Yeah, that's its durability meter. But yeah, I just throw it down to the barge and we'll have some money. Go antennas. I believe I can just rip them off.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Yep. Rip them right off. They're pretty light, so off you go. Another antenna. Into the barge with you.
Nice work. Got that pretty quickly. Now let me teach you about...
Now I have my O2 and fuel and health and all that.
Regulations mean you gotta cover your own oxygen and fuel costs. That's the way things go. Turning it on now. Now no
That
need to
sucks.
panic, they'll last you a good while. But if you end up running out, you gotta go top up at the kiosk over there. Let's have a look.
Well, Link's Corp. What was the saying? Give him the razor still and the blades? Something like that. Cargo hatch. Let's rip that off. Ship is already open, so no risk of depressurization. There it goes. Does it have a reactor inside? Very well could. Let's take a look. So, now you can see there are all these things inside. Like crates, lights, and all the garbage. Like a bottle. Most of it I still can't grab. I think they must have added it in some update. Door. And there's an airlock console that we can promptly rip off. So, I want to make a hole in the ceiling or floor first, before I get to emptying the ship. So let's get inside and rip this off while we're at it. Let's see. Oh well, another one. Doesn't weigh even a kilogram. The whole airlock should go into the barge. Okay. Oh, first things first. Let's get rid of the ceiling, shall we? Can I rip off the equipment mounts? No, I can't. That sucks. Sting of these. This side as well. And it should let go. Indeed it does. Because I gotta rip off the light. It's not worth much, but it's not too much work to just rip it off and, you know, eventually it's gonna save up enough. It'll be worth a substantial amount.
Account credit applied.
Light. And the whole panel is ready to come off, I think. Yep.
Salvage deposit accepted.
Is it just a panel, or is there like another light on it? Well, there are these equipment mounts, but I can't do much about that. I cannot rip them off, I can just burn them off, but... Right to the processor with you. I wonder, how do I go through this door?
Valuable objects.
I don't see a way to open it. Is there like another hatch, or can I... Oh. There's a hatch. A thruster cap. So, cut that off. And if I'm not mistaken, there should be a reactor behind there this time. Let's see. Oh, not yet. Okay. But eventually, I'll find reactors in those ships. And they're very volatile. You really want to be careful with those.
Valuable object processed.
And there are doors right here. Or the fuel!
I see some potential fire hazards in there, so
There
watch
we go.
out, Cutter. Be careful not to cut or bump oxygen tanks, fuel tanks, or fuel lines. If there are flammable objects nearby, those flames can spread pretty quick like.
Okay, but I think I can cut them off. Like, rip them off, actually. So, I want to start by making a hole in the wall, or just getting rid of the wall altogether. the efficient way to go about it. Do you pop off? Not yet. Something's holding you in, probably from the inside. Yeah, this door. Can I rip off the door? Yeah, I can. Okay. Should have done it previously. Let's leave the door in here. What do I do? I can rip off the fabric. Oh man. Why would I wanna burn the fabric? That's not a good way to reprocess it, but oh well. If they so please. And rip it all off. Maybe that'll give me an insight to what's going on in those walls, how to make them loose. Oh. Got a friend floating away. Where do you go? Processor? That's fine. Off you go. Won't be anything new. Like those hard crates as well. Oh, it's loose? Sticking out? Yeah, it's gotta be loose now. And eventually, they're not only gonna be fuel tanks, they're gonna be full-on fuel lines that, yeah, I'll have to drain if I want to do anything about them. You don't wanna heat those up, you don't wanna cut them, you don't wanna bump them. Unless you wanna explode. That's your choice. So. I have a task to access the kiosk, and that's probably why my O2 is not going down yet. Well, I'm not complaining. But let's rip off that tank now. Carefully, you don't want to bump it too hard anywhere. Come on. Oh. There she goes. Got bumped there pretty hard, but it's fine. It was already in the thing. Pipe junction and the fuel pipe. Can you cut that off? Well, that's probably the missing piece that's holding this whole panel together. Indeed, it is. Oh, I wanna heat it. No. Oh, wrong tool. My mistake. Let's throw you into the processor. 2 tons. Come on. That's gotta be bulky to protect the fuel things. So, do I cut you off now, or... There's a door piece. Can't quite get rid of it yet. Oh, I could open up the ceiling. So, heat up the cut points. You know how it goes. Funnel pops off. I like the music in this game. It's pretty relaxing. The whole game is just pretty chill. Okay, so I wanna heat up the structure piece and the cut points. Oh, and just now that the seating is gone, I can throw the door into the processor. This goes to the barge. Right there. Okay, we met the first checkpoint already. That's fine. And actually, before I do anything else, I would like to get rid of this other fuel tank. Is Lucy it? It's not. Oh, that's the airlock. Oh, you can easily remove it. I think it's a new piece. It used to be just a part of the ship, like panels and stuff, but oh, it's actually loose. So it says this is loose now. I don't feel it moving. Oh, it is. There we go. So now the fuel tank is exposed. We can easily rip it off. This whole thing is going to go into the processor anyway. Rip off the door console. Throw it at the barge. Same with the light. And the rest of it goes to the processor.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Let me reorient myself. To grab my bearings. Come on. There you go, I should get sucked in. So, fuel tank time. It should be easy, I don't have to guide it through the whole ship anymore. Rip it off and pop it down.
Salvage
So.
deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
How about we do something about the garbage inside? Soft crate? There's a hard crate.
Salvage secured.
Well, it did bump me, but oh, I accidentally bumped it into the ship. It's not something you want to do.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
There you go. Storage bins. Just gently. Ah, bumped it again.
Salvage secured. Account credit
Another
applied.
storage bin. I got quite a few of those. Well, I can just shoot them into the barge. No biggie.
Salvage
This is a nice vantage point for it.
deposited.
There you go. When I grabbed it from a weird angle, and when you lose line of sight for your grapple, the grapple becomes red, and it starts screaming. So gotta be careful for that.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Getting rid of all the storage bins. Takes a while, but I think since I haven't accessed the kiosk yet, the game does not drain my oxygen,
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
which is marvelous.
Salvage gains
Exactly what I
observed.
want. I got another soft crate. Adhere to the wall. It's the same ship as before, but this time with a few
Salvage
extra
deposit
steps.
accepted. Credits transferred.
Let's rip off that light as well. And cut open, will melt all of its cut points. Get rid of the panels, and then just the cockpit. And a few other things, but Something's rattling in here. Well. Wall can come off. The other wall as well. This weighs 2 tons. Rip off the light while we're at it. Throw it in there and
Salvage secured.
bounce can just go into the processor where they belong. This one's lighter, so it'll go in quicker. When we unlock upgrades, I think there is a strength upgrade to grapple. That would be useful. In you go. Make space for your friend.
Valuable object processed. Credit
Yeah, it
awarded.
went in. Do they just disappear? For a while, or if I stop looking, if I turn around. Yep, it's gone. So, these structure thingies, they can just easily be melted. They're not worth that much. They're just basically different cut points. For our purposes, at least. So, now that this whole thing is gone, I'm gonna really cut her open. Get rid of this. Oh, the floor pops off. And to the processor. Push it a few times to make it go a little bit faster.
Valuable object
Rip off this door console and put it in the barge. Same with these little lights. They're not worth much, but why not? While we're at it. Interesting that they are still shining. Even when there's no power in the ship. Well, maybe there is some power, and the door controls work. And they're not on their own battery either, because when you rip them off, they stop working. Maybe that's what's going on. Melt the structure piece. And the cut points. A few more. It should pop off in a minute. Yeah. There it goes. Now I'll get rid of the middle structure piece, even though I don't have to, but it'll make it lighter. Well, it's made out of different parts, so it won't tell me exactly how much it weighs. We're slowly reducing the weight of the whole ship. Oh, only 69 kilos. Nice. Off you go.
processed.
The rest of it, 2.5 tons.
Credit awarded.
Oh well. Well, just somehow get it in there. Come on. Oh, she's heavy. There you go. Easy does it. Oh, it even rotates with me. It's nice. Yeah, just get that whole thing in there. What's this? Oh, it's that panel I mistakenly cut. Oh well.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
While that goes in, I can cut open a few more things. Already she looks a lot skinnier. I'm thinking about cutting these structure pieces as well.
Credits awarded.
But I hope I won't have to. They're quite big. 50 kilos is a substantial amount. At points. Let's get it loose. This time there's a door to the cockpit. We can open it, or we can just rip it off. There it goes. And two, you guessed it, the processor. Slowly disassembling the ship panel by panel.
Valuable object processed.
And we'll hit the third milestone soon. Maybe even the fourth certification, but I wouldn't count on it. Rip off lights. Is the wall loose? There's one cut point still holding it. Okay. To the cockpit. I think that's it. Oh, wait. Now, there's I don't know, a few more panels on this side and the airlock. Gotta get rid of that. Yeah, these cut points. Don't want to miss those. And when it's loose, one more. Nothing actually popped off, but the weight is different. So, oh yeah, this is very light. This is only a ton. Only a ton. Let's brake. Throw that in. Our airlock can go into the barge. I don't like it when things spin like that, but sometimes I guess it's unavoidable. And just too light. Speaking of light, and that should be the last panel.
Salvage secured.
I think.
Credit applied.
With it, we'll even hit the third milestone. There we go. And a little nose piece. But for some reason it's really, really light. Even though it's quite big. But it could be just more for looks than an actual structure, unlike these. Yeah, this one weighs almost double. It's just a solid piece of nanocarbon.
Credits deposited.
And
Ship salvaged in full. Credits applied.
yay. Oh, not salvaged in full yet, but we're working on it. Okay, it should go in now. So, gonna separate the cockpit from the walls. Gonna separate the two walls from each other.
Object accepted for processing.
And throw them into the furnace. I don't have to separate them, but I like to make them lighter. Is that it? Oh, one more cut point. Now this is it. Still a few more fabric pieces. Little cushions. Oh, and it's moving on its own now. Well, how heavy is it? 4 tons. Yeah, I should cut it in half. Like so. And now it's a lot lighter. Only 2 tons. It's pretty long as well. For its weight, it's not that bad. This piece is a little heavier than the other, probably because the other one had the airlock and this had something else. I don't know. Maybe this one was the one with the airlock, so that has it and the little collar or whatever. It should go in as well. So now the cockpit. Can't quite rip off the door. I will open it. How does this thing still have power? I have no idea. But do I see the structure pieces from here? No, they're probably hidden. Oh, how do I cut it open? Trying to think of a neat way to do it cleanly.
Deposit accepted.
Oh, this is a structure piece I can heat up. That should expose more of it inside. Do the same from the other side. Aim at structure. Now let's get inside, get a look. And remove those storage bins. Oh, they are quite solidly in there. But it's no big deal for my grapple.
Salvage deposit
We're gonna remove the seats as well.
transferred.
The whole thing is floating now. I should have done it
Salvage
before I
credits.
left the cockpit alone. Oh well. It's fine. This means I have to move with the cockpit. Match its speed and whatnot.
Salvage deposit accepted.
Oh, and the whole floor is actually moving now, so... After I get rid of the lights... Why is it fabric... Oh, I threw the fabric into the barge and it's supposed to go to the furnace. My mistake. It's still behind there. And the wall didn't quite make it in, so that means the other one probably didn't as well. Oh, the other one actually did. The other one was the heavier one. Maybe it carried more momentum. That's why. But this whole floor is now moving, so after I rip out the lights, I will just yank it out the side. But gotta remove the fabrics first. As well. Thankfully they are marked in red if you make a mistake. Oh. And the last light. The last little light at least, there's one more big light. Are they still using fluorescent lights in space? Can I actually remove it from down below? Yeah, I can. I just gotta shuffle it around a little bit. There you go. Should bounce in, but I'll correct it just in case.
Deposit
And now the whole thing is slowly spinning. Can I break the thing? I think it's slowed down. It's slowly getting lighter and lighter with more stuff that I remove. It starts moving. It starts moving more easily.
Account credit applied.
Oh, only the storage bin and the door panel left in terms of this ship's barge
Salvage
content.
secured. Credits deposited.
There we go. Well, let's get a look inside for more of those structure pieces that I can cut off. One of them is inside that, I think. Yeah, I can use the scanner to my advantage. There they are. Can I reach them somehow? Don't think I can. Nanocarbon. All nanocarbon. Yeah, I would like to get rid of those structure pieces, but I think for that I'll have to cut open this wall at least a little bit. Let's do that. Switch modes and heat it up. And I can reach the other one. Oh, this panel is loose. So let's do the same with this one. At least it's not 4 cuts anymore. It's just 2. And where's the? Oh, up here. Whoa! Whole thing just pops off. That's nice. But what about the door? Where even is the door? Is it inside? Where's the door? Did it pop off at supersonic speeds and I just missed it? Could be the case. Anyway, let's go into the furnace. Thankfully, thanks to the front door panel, it holds on nicely. Unlike these.
Material
Wrong move. Wrong move. Yeah, these guys are now loose and on the run. There into the furnace. For a painful melting. And yeah, I took out the other floor panel. Do I get the glass out this time? Can't just get it off. Let's see what can we do about it. If I position myself right, and it's not too easy since the cockpit is now spinning, I can make 1 cut, then a second cut, and 2 more cuts and the glass should be off. I want to position myself in such a way that it cuts all the way through. And just cut. There we go. The glass is loose. Almost 90 kilos of glass.
Deposit accepted.
And the rest of the cockpit can go straight into the processor. Oh, missed the light. Is there a light on the other side?
Salvage
No.
secured.
Okay.
Account credit applied.
So, the rest just goes into the processor. Yeah, we're almost at certification 4. Wow. Off you go. And then we'll finally access the kiosk.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
It slowly gets swallowed. I missed something. Because I missed something. In all of the things in the barge are... Hey Jesse, this is Hardspace Shipbreaker. It's a fun little space scrapyard sim. I like it quite a lot. I've decided to spend my Saturdays on playing just random games that I feel like playing. And yeah, you're basically a slave to this company. They own you, quite literally.
Pretty easy, right? Alright, I'll leave you to it. We'll chat again when you hit the next rank.
Okay, so this is the little shop. If you need to buy more oxygen or anything, that's where you wanna hop by. But I just gotta open the whole ship. Maybe that door... Hey, actually... Can I see it anywhere? Don't see the door anywhere. Probably flew off already. Oh well. Doesn't matter. It's only pennies. So, I destroyed a few things, but got almost 2 million in credits. That's eventually gonna put a dent in my 1.25 billion debt that I owe the Lynx Corporation for getting me into space. Oh well, slowly but surely. Oh, and also there are fees for my equipment. There is interest on my debt as well, which just sucks. Bailey's. Yeah, 1.25 billion in credits in debt. And I still have to pay for my stuff. I'm renting all of my tools, which just sucks. I rent my suit, my helmet, my scanner. I have to pay rent for my hub. Yeah. But I got a new sticker. Yay. Let's check it out. I can place the sticker. I can place the sticker on my tools. Links, safety third. There you go. We have a sticker. Oh. And yeah, at the beginning of the game, they they collect your genetic material, kill you, then clone you, so they may clone you again if you die. Which costs you, of course. So they basically own you. And when I was checking all the stuff to actually get hired, I had to say that I'm gonna vote for this guy, that I'm not interested in properties in the country state of Arizona. All of these different things. It's if it wasn't comedy, it would be quite creepy. But yeah. So this time, instead of a light cargo ship, let's do a station hopper. Let's get it up. And I don't have access to upgrades yet, which sucks. Well, at least I don't think I do. Inventory, repair kits. Okay, at least I have those.
And privilege to introduce you to the rest of the crew in our sector today. Sound off, everyone.
Hey, Rook. Name's Lou.
Hey.
I was the worm until you showed up, so thank you. Now I get to do the hazing. come on, Lou. What are you talking about? We don't do that. Welcome aboard and don't listen to her. I'm Dee Dee.
I'm Kaito.
Kai? I think your mic's
So that's a part of the new update that came out like half a week ago. They added story to the game.
How about now?
Better.
Ah, hey. I'm Kaito. Kai.
Mike's still busted, huh?
Yeah, still waiting on the wreck to get approved.
Heaven forbid they give us functional gear.
All right, Lou. I'm sure they're working on it as fast as they can. Anyway, Cutter, I've just added you to the official sector comms channel. It gets lonely out here, so don't hesitate to check in with each other from time to time. All right, that's enough chinwagging. Let's get back to it. Talk to you soon, Cutter. We were out.
Goodbye.
Bye.
So Weaver says he was a Kara himself, but one of his revivals went wrong. But I don't think he... Well, let's just say there could be a possibility that he's not human at all. Especially now that he said he defended Lynx, and just Lynx Corporation is objectively horrible. There's no doubts about that, but he's trying to save the face, and so I'm starting to believe he really isn't human. Maybe he never was, maybe he's just not human anymore, but no, we never see the guy, we just hear from him, and he's supposed to be this country guy that tells us everything, but I'm not buying it.
Valuable object. Credits awarded.
Maybe I am suspicious of him for no reason, but I don't know. No, I've never seen him, so... And yeah, I do have the stick, I just noticed on my grapple. Of course there is danger. You start out with doing safe ships. No risks. But eventually you get to things like reactors, you get to things like fuel lines, pressurization. So if you can open a wrong panel and all the air starts leaking out, yeah, good luck. So it started off very slow, and of course you can fall into the furnace. You don't want to fall into the furnace, let me assure you. But yeah, you mostly just cut open ships, and if you know what you're doing, then you should be fine. Just gotta get creative with disassembling them. This piece goes into the furnace. Oh, don't want it to spin too much. Yeah, so I have my grapple that I can hold on to things, and if the things are way heavier than me, like these
Material deposited.
anchors or the station itself, I can pull myself to them. And I can push them, I can reel them in. Eventually I will be able to tether them together, so I can just stick one piece to another and move them together. But where is this piece's cutting point? And the game's options are really poor, so it's fairly choppy for me, which sucks. I can't turn down the effects or anything, I can just mess with the texture quality, and so I don't think this is a really nice stream game. It takes a toll on my PC currently. Oh, and I'm low on oxygen. I just noticed. Thankfully the music changed and my character started breathing heavily. I will take the soft crate with me, if I can. Why is it bending?
Blue Ranger's covered. Trust me on this one. Weaver out.
Oh man. Don't remember, I have a GTX 960 for my graphics with 4 gig memory. My processor is a Ryzen like 5600, something like that. Well, actually, you know, I could just check. With 16 gigs RAM, and yeah, the processor is Ryzen 5 3600, 6 cores. I gotta buy oxygen.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
You know, it's not bad, it's not terrible. It handles streaming other games, but this game is still in early access, so, you know, it may not be optimized that well. They're still working on it, but they are actively working on it, which I have to commend them for. It's just a pretty chill game. Right now I don't have an amazing class of ships unlocked.
Credits deposited.
Am I encoding on my processor or graphics card? That's a good question. I'm not sure what that exactly means, to be honest with you. And I don't think I can... Okay, so in my output, it says encoder NVENC. I have no idea what that means. should look into it someday. Yeah, no idea. Sorry. Maybe I'll do some research after the stream. Probably should have done it like a month ago, but oh well. But as I said, other games are fine. Because this is the first game that actually gave me problems. But I went to it with no preparation, so that's what I get for it. Remove all the trash from the ship, or I can cut it open. The food packs and whatnot. Is the game maxing my GPU? Well, my GPU is, from my experience, actually decent enough. When I was building this PC like 3 or 4 months ago, I actually thought about getting a new GPU with it, but the prices are just so crazy right now. And this one, honestly, this one was just so lucky. I purposely picked one with 4 gigs. Because I had a choice between 2 gigs memory on my graphics and 4 gigs, and I chose 4 gigs, and it's really paying off because I threw the food packet in the barge. I took when I was building a PC, as I said 3 or 4 months ago, I took the old graphics card from the previous computer, and yeah, it still works. So it was nice picking it up then. I only had to buy a processor. Well, my only bottleneck with the old PC was the processor, and with that I had to buy a motherboard, and a whole lot of things went with it. But thankfully the GPU stayed the same. Oh, smacked myself in the face with the seats. Thankfully they are cushioned. So, is it time to remove the flaw? But I'll look into the encoding and all that jazz. And both of the panels are loose, right? Get them. Well, I'll approach them from the bottom of the ship and just pull them out. Come on. There you go. It pulled the other one with it.
Alright, Cutter, you got 5 minutes left of this ship.
Oh, yeah.
Turn the lights out on you. Pitter patter. We're out.
So, not only do I have to worry about oxygen, I also have a shift timer.
Valuable object processed.
Yeah, you have a time limit for each shift, and of course if you don't work fast enough, you pay more in your debt, interest, in your rent than you actually make. And you have the oxygen, you have the fuel, because you have a jetpack which you use. You also have to repair your gear. But there are modes. There is another mode that you can just go, no oxygen, no timer. There is a mode where you have only 30 respawns, and then there's also, I think, a no respawn mode. But this is very standard. I can die as much as I want, but it'll cost me.
Hey, Cutter, I need you to head back to the kiosk on the starting platform to fill up.
It wants me to go buy oxygen, but I can just punch out early. Yeah, I won't go and buy oxygen. I have only 3 minutes left, so I'll reel in. It'll refill my oxygen for free, I think. Just go. You can also hold on to things with your hands. It's weird that I can't hold on to the hub, but you can hold on to ships with your hands.
Oxygen reserve.
You stick to them. So we got a nice little profit, $500,000. How much did I pay? And I got a new rank.
Level achieved. License upgraded.
Ship cost 3 certifications, so I can move up if I wanted. I didn't pay anything.
I'm looking at the stats coming from your bay, and it's looking like you're really gonna make your way around here. It's time to learn about how to upgrade your equipment.
Yeah, upgrades.
And some of the
Finally.
more advanced tools you'll soon have at your disposal. Head on over to the upgrade section of your employee terminal now.
Exolabs. Robotic arms, radar dishes. Ooh. So kind of drone ships? Anyone now qualified to handle electrical hazards during salvage? Due to regulatory rollbacks introduced in 2299, Link Salvage does not do a preliminary exam of ships to disconnect potential electric hazards. We believe our shipbreakers are well suited to handle such dangers, and the long-term time savings are highly beneficial. Electrical components may arc when removed, impacted or damaged, causing other objects to be electrified, including the shipbreaker themselves. This can cause damage to Link's spare and Link's equipment. Caution is advised. And no, I actually paid more in fees than I made. But
I'm gonna read this straight from the manual. Link's rewards
I can finally upgrade something.
by giving shipbreakers access to tool improvements and new equipment. Reaching salvage goals is essential for becoming a master shipbreaker. Basically, they want to make sure you prove yourself first before giving you the big guns. Completing salvage goals will net you shiny Links tokens. Use those tokens here to get yourself some new gear. sometimes there are some extra goodies in the rewards too. So let's get going and learn about one of the most important tools.
I believe one of the upgrades is actually being able to
Go ahead.
buy your equipment, so you don't have to pay for it every time. But, yeah, tethers. I can go into the handheld utility grapple, and one of the upgrades for it is the tether. So I can just link two pieces together, or link them to the furnace, for example. Honestly, I'm not too keen on getting tethers. Wait, what? They increased... Oh no, it used to be so you could buy your equipment pretty fairly on. But now, buying the equipment is locked behind max rank, so I have to pay for it the whole game. Oh, that sucks. And yeah, pretty much the only upgrade I can get right now is the grapple, the tether anyway, so let's just get it.
Then hop back in the bay.
An enhancement to the standard handheld utility grapple, the contiguous van der Waals tether field system, or simply tethers, reduces the need for multiple shipbreakers to move a single heavy object. A versatile tool in the hands of skilled workers, the introduction of tethers led to the second greatest increase in salvaging efficiency in Link's history, only losing out to real protein breakfast meal, discontinued in 2262. Tethers are easy and intuitive to use. Press and hold your grapple's secondary trigger to place the first contact point, drag the connection to another object, and release the trigger to complete the connection. Tethers automatically retract to pull connected objects together. They can also be used to pull objects into the processor, furnace, or barge for efficient and quick salvaging, and I am going to make use of them. But you have to buy them as you use them, which sucks. Yeah, and I can't unlock anything else, so I was gonna pop me into training mode for the tethers.
Use these things. Tethers are more powerful than the beam of your grapple, so they're great for moving super heavy salvage. Try it out.
Yeah, these things weigh
The secondary input
3
for the
tons.
grapple to begin placement. Point where you want the salvage to move to, and then release it to create the tether.
So we go like this, and this. Oh, it's gonna break because I put it on the wrong angle. Ah, that's fine. And then we put it like this. And it's gonna suck it in.
What if you want to get
Oh,
rid
it's
of
supposed to go into
tether you place?
the barge.
There's a cancel command you can set.
What's the cancel command?
Note that it clears all the tethers you placed. Go ahead and try it now.
What's the cancel command?
Yeah.
Why? Okay.
Now you've got unlimited
It's gonna get
tethers
sucked in now.
during this training exercise. But after this, when you need more, you'll have to buy them from the kiosk. Let's see how well you can handle them now. Try to clear out a bunch of that scrap. You can stack multiple tethers on one object to increase the pull force. You can also chain objects of any size.
Yeah, I
together
accidentally destroyed
to
the
move
thing.
them all
Oh
as
well.
a group. I've seen some cutters do some incredible things with the daisy chain of tethers.
Yeah, it broke. Put it on the wrong face of the cube. That was gonna get sucked in. I hope. Come on. Oh, and they also fizzle out after a while. Well, I have unlimited tethers, might as well use them. Right? Come on. Let's just get this over with. Yep, it's really useful. After I'm done with this tutorial, I would love to use them for... Okay, that got sucked in. For just moving the panels. You can string them together, and they're gonna move together. And as he said, these are way more powerful than just my regular grapple. So, it'd be nice to use those. But you do have to buy them. Come on. Walk, will you?
Salvage
One more.
secured. Credits deposited.
All right.
There you
Well
go.
done, Cutter. Looks like you know how to handle these things. When you're ready, let's go back to the hab and continue with the day.
Entering the habitation unit. Let's do one more shift. Test the tethers out on that ship I was working on. I'll get going. Do I still have to pay for it even though I didn't... Oh man. Oh, I get a few of these. Yeah, I can place them everywhere. Let's place them on my cutter as well. Links, safety third. And start my shift. Oh. They cleared my ship. And now I have a new class of ship. So I never actually did any of those exo labs. Well, let's try it out. They're saying they have lots of sticky bits sticking out that I can grab, like container dishes and scanners and
Hey,
whatnot.
Rook. Pinging you on a closed channel. If our crew ever gets to mingle face to face, we should crack some beers and share what we do when we get out of the red and start actually making profit from salvaging. Hard to figure when anyone's gonna hit that point, though. Weaver's been at this 20 years, but he slipped back into debt thanks to foreman training.
Oh man.
DT sends most of her money back home to New Manila. Transfer goes through links, of course, and the fees are huge. Kaito, well, he's a good person, but just hasn't really taken to the work. He's been warned that he's a low earner.
Oh no, they're gonna terminate him.
I'm trying to get there as fast as I can. Once I have zero, I'm gonna work maybe another year or two and just bank it all. All I want is enough to get one of those mining skips for belt running. Still so many rich rocks along the frontier line. Eventually hire some friends from back on the Iris platforms above Mars. So many good folks who just can't get work. Don't know when that'll be though. Every time I think I'm earning at a steady clip, the company finds another fine or feature platform. Anyway, I'll let you get back to it. Happy cutting. Blue out.
Yeah, so Lynx really just is all about money. And these cut points are really dense. They take almost my entire heat capacity of my cutter to actually cut or melt. Oh, and they have these little
Secured. Account credit applied.
nanocarbon pieces. But I can't do much about it. I'm just gonna stay there. Nanocarbon goes into the processor. Okay, can I just, like, rip off the communications array? I can. Oh, it rips off the whole thing. The whole, cube. Oh well. Into the badge you go. Those are big bits. And there should be some electrical hazards this time inside the ship.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Let's check what's inside. This is not a cargo ship anymore. I honestly have no idea what's inside.
Credits transferred.
Rip off the airlock console. Oh, we can. Yeah, some sciencey stuff inside, like computers and then things. Oh my. Well, let's open all the doors. Shall we? How do you open this one? Know how to open this one, but... Okay, so this is the cockpit. Getting through this door might be a little bit more tricky. Oh wait, I forgot. I know how to get through it. Let's get rid of the ceiling, make it a little bit easy on myself. And actually from here I could probably reach the other cut points and remove the ceiling altogether, but... Rip off the light. Throw the whole panel into the furnace.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
It's mostly aluminum and not nanocarbon. There's some nanocarbon, but it's a small loss. My oxygen is running out really quickly, like I only have 5 minutes of oxygen per bottle. Per tank. I can already see it running out, but all those computer terminals, just rip them off, throw them straight to the barge. Easy does it.
Salvage secured.
Don't want to break them, no need to rush. I wonder how much are they worth? Straight to the barge.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Okay, and let's make some more space. Oh, something broken here. Didn't expect to see scrap. Okay, I'll throw this panel in. I need oxygen.
Reminder, asphyxiation can lead to missed salvage quotas.
You know what? I'll go for it now. I wanna risk it. Okay, that'll give me a little boost, but not in the right direction. Ah, yikes. I could buy fuel while I'm at it. All of my equipment is slowly getting more and more worn down. There we go. Now where's that panel? Right over there. It should go into the processor, however, there was a light on it, and I want to rip off that light. There we go.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
So after I remove the ceiling, I'll go for the floor. And then I go for the side panels. Oh, and I messed up this computer.
Salvage secured.
Gotta be careful with those. They can damage other computers, I think. Maybe it was damaged. There was some scrap inside there, so I don't know, maybe something blew up. And this one's damaged. Oh, it's very much damaged now. Slammed it accidentally. Don't want to come close to that. It was attached to something and it ripped it off. A battery pack. Oh.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
There's some more scrap. Okay, let's see about those floors. I know there's still some computers in here. My radio is glitching out. That probably means there is an electrical hazard somewhere. I push up the panel with my thrusters. Try and grab it from the bottom. There we go. The game is pretty relaxing with its music.
Valuable object posted. Credits deposited. Salvage gained. Credits awarded.
Salvage goal 1. Should probably get rid of all this scrap in here. Straight to the furnace. It's not too heavy, at least. I scraped some computers, but they're not arcing, so they're fine. No, this one is not fine. It's almost destroyed. Well, into the barge you go.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Oh, some scrap adheres to the floor. And actually I can cut off the floor and it'll make a nice big hole that I can just push the computers through. Like so. And I get this whole panel into the processor.
Connor, you got 5 minutes left in this shift.
5 minutes left, that's fine.
Before they turn the lights out on you. We were out.
Easy does it. Don't wanna bang them too hard.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
There's even a small light.
Salvage
And
deposit
grab.
accepted. Credits transferred.
And is this opened? Yep. So I can rip off this airlock console. There's the cockpit, and yeah, I would like to go here. Still a few more computers to go. Oh, the door goes into the processor, not the barge. Right there.
Valuable object.
There's some more scrap that can go into the furnace. Something really bad happened there, but I don't see any hole in the wall. Maybe they were just carrying scrap.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
Maybe there was something in there that blew up, or I don't know.
Warning.
Maybe they
Your operation
were
reserve
studying
are below
garbage.
statistically profitable levels.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Yeah, I'll just pop all the computers down to the barge and go ahead and end my shift.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
There we go. Easy does it.
Warning.
There we go.
Oxygen reserves are critical.
Destroyed a table? When did I do that? Maybe that was a scrap? I don't know. But I got over them. Oh, those computers are worth a lot. What plans do I have for the evening? I don't know. My girlfriend would probably like to play some Sea of Thieves. And the last couple of days I've been enjoying Kingdom Come Deliverance a whole lot. It's a great RPG, I definitely recommend it. But hey, at least I made profit this time. Quite a bit of profit. Yeah, those computers worth 700,000. That's a lot. Yeah, still making profit. Ooh. And Hirakata mentioned the word beer. Oh well. Get a sticker and put it on. And put it on my grapple. Boop. So, this is Hardspace Shipbreaker. A neat little game, I definitely recommend it. It's pretty relaxing. If you like the idea of cutting up ships in space, it's pretty nice. I hope you're having a great day. And yeah, hope it was fun. I know I had some problems with encoding and whatnot, but I still hope it was at least watchable. But yeah, please have a nice day. Love you all, and hopefully see you next time. Bye bye.